Hey everyone, welcome to Reddit Readout. Today we are checking out Rules Horror. Story 1. Rules for the Red Rose Theater. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. Hey there! Great decision joining the team here at the Red Rose Theater. We don't get a lot of new hires, but I'm sure everyone will welcome you. So, if you're reading this transcript, I'm assuming you've signed the contract and, I just wanted to give you a little heads up, you know, a couple of rules we all like to follow. So I'll just list those out for you. Refrain from entering the dressing room around 2 AM. It's when the performer chooses his costume, and you don't wanna interrupt him. He may call out your name sometimes, just ignore that. If you see a figure on the stage, don't mind it. That's just Maria, she means no harm. She's just dancing. If Eric, the guy at the front counter, asks you if you've seen James, just tell him no. That'll keep him off your back for a bit. If he responds with "Oh really?" or something like that, refer to Rule 5. Side note, James isn't employed here anymore. He died 5 years ago. Maria may sing sometimes. Just let her do that, it'll keep the performer away. You're allowed to get rid of any staff that's acting suspiciously. Especially Eric. If he's acting weird, just push him down the stairs or bash his head into the counter. He'll be fine, don't worry. Make sure he's bleeding red, though, or else it didn't work. Don't trust the whispers by the dressing room. It's him. If the performer tries to take you over, either try to find Maria or hide in the break room. Don't go into the basement, no matter what. Even if other staff tells you to, refer to Rule 5. If the performer gets into your mind, it is advised to off yourself immediately. You'll be fine, probably, and it'll get rid of him. It might still hurt though. You should generally avoid going to the bathroom. If you absolutely must, do not use the third stall. It's where Eric keeps his shrine. And be quick. Don't stay longer than you have to, or the performer will notice you. You can tell if he's spotted you by the rumbling in the vent. Leave immediately. For your own sake, I wouldn't recommend listening to Maria's song that closely. The lyrics will most likely be about her life and death. So, just focus on the melody or play the piano alongside it. She likes it when someone does that. There's a paper with the notes to her song in the break room. I realize that this is a bit unorganized, but I hope it'll get you through your shifts. And, God, do I hope that you don't work the night shift. Anyways, see ya then. Eleanor. Story 2. God is Dead. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. Hello human. I'm an archangel, most commonly known as Gabriel. I would like to inform you that the old god is dead and now we have a new guy running the show. He goes by many names like Lucifer, Hades, and Satan. For now I will simply refer to him as God. You have been chosen to be a new prophet of a new religion and God has given you the privilege to name it, so pick something nice. There won't be a huge religious book or anything. Just a couple simple rules to help the humankind gain a pleasant afterlife. Be nice to everyone. The new god judges you based on others' perception of you. Given the fact that there's trillions of universes the old god created, it's impossible for the god to keep tab on everyone. He is not as high and mighty as the old one after all. When you die, you will be sent to a place where you think you belong. If you've lived your life thinking that you're a bad person and will be sent to hell, then he will send you to one. It doesn't have to be heaven or hell in particular. The real one was destroyed in the war, but it can be things like spending eternal life with loved ones or some of those ice-sky things you humans came out with. Everyone can go to a good place. Atheist, Christians, Muslims. The new god is not as much as an attention seeker as the old one. But worshipping him will get you on his good side. You can keep secrets from the new god. Like I said in the first rule, he is not as high and mighty as the old god. Do keep in mind that we angels are there to assist him. We will find out if there's anything worth finding out. You don't need to pray for his forgiveness. Instead ask those who you've done wrong to. What they think matters a lot more. Avoid asking God for favors. He will only help those who really needs it. Although he can't save everyone, God is doing his best. As long as you keep all of the rules above, God does not prohibit anything. Just remember that if you break the rules in your own world, it does affect the perception of everyone around you. It's unfortunate that the old god lost the war, but it is his fault for forsaking his own creations, including the humankind. Thus we angles switched side to take him out. The new god is merciful. All hail the new god. Story 3. Rules for our water park, morning rules. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. Welcome to our water park. Please take these rules as safety precautions. Your life literally depends on it and there's a big chance you don't come out of this alive if you break one of the rules. If there is a red button in the changing rooms, do not press it. The red button is for maintenance use only and will alert the maintenance workers. Trust me, they really hate rule breakers and will do something you won't like to you. Please wear swimming attire that follows the park guidelines. If you see a man in a swimsuit with sunglasses and a hat, run. He isn't a man. You have 3 seconds max to run from him. As I said, he isn't a man. If you see a sign that says pool closed due to maintenance, that is a false statement. The pool is closed to keep you safe from them. If you see a white shade in the pool area, stay calm and get out of the water immediately. It will try to drag you under where no one will find you and you'll die slowly and painful as possible. If you feel a presence around you and hear screams but see no people around, close your eyes and count to the number 10 before opening your eyes again. 6a If you feel the presence again, don't look it in the eyes, just run to the closest employee and hide until it's gone. 7 If a staff member tells you that there is no other presence in the park and that you're seeing things and then tell you to leave the park, don't believe them. They are fake staff and they are lying to you. 8 Staff members don't wear orange. If an employee is wearing orange, leave the park immediately. 9 If you see a man standing still and facing a wall, do not try to wake him up. He is stuck and cannot be returned. If he manages to start walking, turn around, run to the exit immediately. 10 Don't ever close your eyes under the water. You will either get dragged in or see things you will regret seeing. 11 If you feel a presence in the change room after you're done swimming, close your eyes and run to the exit, if you at least remember where it was. 12 When you leave the park, do not look out of the back windows. They are watching you and they're also shy. 13 If you see a staff member with an orange name tag and no uniform, don't speak to them and then walk out and pretend you never saw it. 13a If the fake staff follows you, call for help and run. 14 If the park has an announcement that says please wait while maintenance fixes the pool, close your eyes immediately, as this means the maintenance man has found you. 15 The park may sometimes shut down randomly. This is for safety, as it means there is a dangerous presence in the park. Get as far away as possible when it does this. 16 Don't fall asleep. You'll never wake up from the realm. Have fun, even though you'll probably be scared for the whole time. Story 4. You think something's following you. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. You think something's following you? Stalking nearby, yet when you turn around, you see nothing? Does it feel like it can't be human? If you know it's there, that's because it wants you to. It's playful, and wants you to suffer. It believes it's in control and feels safe. Refrain from doing anything to challenge this belief, it may resort to immediately killing you. Do not try to outrun it. We promise, it's faster than you. And it may not take too kindly to this. Do not try to find any shops or crowded areas. These things hunt in secluded areas. If you try to get away from it, you will likely just be walking deeper into its territory. You should continue walking the way you were going. Familiar is safe. If you hear any sort of clicking, whistling, or otherwise strange sounds you normally wouldn't hear on your commute, try to ignore it. It's trying to whittle down your sanity, and this method is scarily and unexplainably effective. Headphones with music tends to work well. If you do see it, this means it's getting desperate, losing focus. Do not let it know you saw it, and do not, ever, make any conversation or physical contact. In the event this thing does kill you, we, as a society, need to make sure they know as little about us as possible. Call us, at number at help, as soon as possible. Act like you are calling a friend, or a Pizza Hut. We'll understand. It won't. We'll come to you to deal with it. Let us handle the rest. If you can survive for at most 5 minutes after you call, you're through the most dangerous part of this encounter. We will effectively erase this from your existence, you will not remember, this will not be on your official government history, any recordings will be edited, and anyone who's been told or involved will receive the same treatment. You won't see it again. Regards, the IACF. Story 5. There's a reason why you feel a sense of uneasiness when you close your eyes to wash your hair. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. I hate bathrooms. From their slick, ceramic tiles to their foggy, dirty mirrors, the bathroom is the last place I want to be. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a filthy person. I shower every single day just like everyone else. I reach every nook and cranny when I clean myself. In fact, I think I'm a lot cleaner than most people. Still, the bathroom's mildewy walls and humid air never fails to intimidate me. But all of those things are minor inconveniences compared to the mirrors that reside in most bathrooms. If you don't pay any attention to these mirrors, then you will most likely never experience any problems with them. However, if you've noticed something off about your bathroom mirror, you aren't imagining things. Once you've noticed them, they will never go away. Every time you close your eyes, you'll feel their presence lingering in the corners. You'll learn to make sure that you don't stare into the mirror for too long. I could go on and on, but it's time to get down to business. One day, the beings that happily reside in your bathroom could become hostile. It's happened before, how else would I be able to make the rules I'm about to share with you? Regardless of whether you believe me or not, I'm sure these rules would be able to help someone in the future. I've learned the proper procedure based on the errors and stories of others. This all sounds ridiculous, I know. How dangerous could a bathroom really be? But there's a reason why you feel a sense of uneasiness when you close your eyes to wash your hair. Anyways, I'm going to help you the best I can. Follow these rules, and you'll be fine. I don't think the terror will ever subside, but it'll become easier as time passes. Rule 1. The moment you enter the bathroom, their eyes are on you. Be calm. They've noticed you and you've noticed them. Pretend they're not there. It'll help you in the long run. Rule 2. Turn on the water. From this point forward, do not close both of your eyes at once until you are out of the bathroom. The noise of the shower running attracts even more of these beings, and letting your guard down is the last thing you want to do. Rule 3. Occasionally, you will hear voices coming from the drain. Ignore them. They'll taunt you, they'll make threats, and they'll play with your emotions. Sometimes, they scream too. No matter what they say, don't believe them. They're trying to put you in an even more vulnerable position to harm you. Rule 4. The lights may occasionally go out. You'll be showering in darkness. However, you may have some natural light available if there are windows in your bathroom. Close your eyes and don't open them until you know the lights are back on. This is the only exception to Rule 2. It's better if you don't see what's lurking in the dark corners of the bathroom. Rule 5. If you have windows and/or a source of natural light in your bathroom, then you will experience the light from outside disappearing. Ignore this. There's nothing you can do, and it is a sign that you are disconnected from the outside world until you manage to make your way out of there. Rule 6. you will occasionally see things peeking at you from above. Even if you don't notice it, there's something peeking at you in the shower most of the time. These creatures have wide eyes with an unnerving stare. Don't let it get to you. If you happen to catch one of these creatures' eyes, then stare them down and don't blink until they back off. This tactic usually works really well, although there are some instances in which it didn't work. In that case, there is nothing I can do to help you. Rule 7. At some point during your shower, you will hear tapping sounds coming from inside the mirror. That is who I call Bloody Mary. Of course, it's an entirely different entity, but I figured the name fits. The tapping will get louder, and eventually it'll sound like something slamming and breaking the mirror. Do not react. Yes, the mirror will sound like it was just broken, however those are auditory hallucinations. The creature behind the mirror will not hurt you if you don't show fear. Remember, these things run on the fear of humans. Rule 8. When you turn off the water of the shower, stay still and just listen for the next 5 minutes. As soon as you turn off the water, things will have usually calmed down. The sun will be returning, and the creatures will go back into hiding. Rule 9. If you prefer to get dressed in the comfort of your room, just turn off the lights and exit the bathroom. I recommend closing the door too. You've officially made it out of the bathroom alive. If you decide to get dressed inside the bathroom, do so quickly and quietly. Exit as soon as possible. Eventually, these rules will become second nature. You're almost guaranteed to survive if you follow these rules. Oh, and there's one more thing I forgot to tell you, sometimes, these creatures will escape from the bathroom. There aren't any rules I can give you for that, so you're pretty much out of options. Just be wary. Be calm. Don't show fear. You've got this. Maybe you'll survive. That's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.